All right. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm excited to welcome you all to this free online training session on Tuta Absoluta, and it is brought to you by Polachem, a leading provider of crop protection solutions. My name is Rawlings, and I'm your moderator for today's session. And before we begin, I would like to introduce you to our speaker for today, and is none other than Rudo Chinhoi, representing Polachem. Rudo is a renowned expert in the field of crop protection and has been working with Polachem for a number of years. And he has extensive experience in managing Tuta Absoluta populations. And he has helped numerous of farmers improve their yield as well as their quality. So, Rudo, welcome, and please go straight into your presentation.
Good afternoon, farmers. As Rawlings introduced me to you, I am Rudo Chinhoi. I am the technical advisor of Polachem Investment. I've been in the industry for the past 20 years, and I'm here to share my experiences as far as crop protection is concerned. I'm talking from a practical side and also from a theoretical side. Some of you may wonder, who is this Rudo Chinhoi? Anichi, in terms of achievement or qualification. There's a farmer who actually asked me sometime as I was helping her. Akati Rudo nai mwanangu unechi chimonditaura kuti unechi because zvaunditaura izvi it sounds very good to be true. Yeah, when I told her about my resume, she was very much impressed, became very confident. And I'm glad to say that we managed to do the crop very well, the latest crop very well, and she was very happy with the results. I'm an agriculturalist, very passionate about crop protection. I'm coming from Ministry of Agriculture, the registration department. I moved to ZFC for 6 years as a research agronomist. I then moved to Polachem Investment as a technical manager, then joined NutriMaster for a short time, then came back again to Polachem as a technical advisor. So this is me in brief. Without wasting much time, I want to delve into the discussion of today. Farmers are suffering serious tomato yield losses, either due to complete crop failure, kana kuti yatinoti mismanagement inoitika farmers. As I speak, I'll be mixing both Shona and English so that, and of course, I'll try to be very slow as much as possible so that our farmers can understand, and of course, try to put what I'm saying into context. Because these losses are devastated, they have actually devastated our yield potential as far as tomato production is concerned. Varimi vashandisa mari yakawanda to control this bug inonzi Tuta. I want to blame ourselves as agronomists to start with, in terms of giving farmers poison. There are a lot of people who are claiming to be agronomists. It's either by Google research or just having experience, because I mean, it's not good enough to have the experience in the course of an agronomist. You need to have the papers. It's very critical for you to have the papers. I've always been saying on this platform to say that as a farmer, it's your right to ask for papers. It's not embarrassing at all. Ask the papers. The person who you are engaging, ask for papers. What qualification do you have? That is very important. That person should be willing to share the qualification with you, either a diploma in agriculture or a degree in agriculture, or even a master's or a PhD in agriculture. And with that, coupled with the experience, then of course, we can call you an agronomist, not an agronomist from Norway. We need the qualification, we need the experience. So you need to blend the qualifications and, of course, the experience together in order for you to become a full-fledged agronomist. But what we are facing as Zimbabwe, we are facing people who, I'll call them, for want of a better term, downtown agronomists, people who are actually advising farmers because they have researched, they've gone on Google. But I want to tell you, I want to warn you against Google information. It is not true, it's not validated. There are paid journals that we use as scientists, paid journals that we actually subscribe to on a monthly basis. Because if an agronomist, you subscribe to a certain institution, there you have access to valid and current information. So I'm warning you, farmers, do not go, yes, go on Google, get a preliminary investigation or just an idea, but you need to validate the information with experienced scientists. So what is happening that people, because there's opportunity for money, so a lot of people have come in claiming to be agronomists, and they're prescribing all and everything to farmers because farmers are desperate. So by default, some of the measures do work, and unfortunately, the bulk of the recommendations do not work. Why? Is because their recommendations are missing the basic principles of crop protection. And I'm here as an agricultural scientist to help you farmers to really get the correct information. Contact us at Polachem. Will give you the correct information as far as Tuta is. We're not driven by sales. We're not driven by money, but we want to really correct the disorder that is in the market currently. Suffice to say that Tuta is actually reproducing at an alarming rate in this current season because it's summer. Wow, we're talking about 15 days. It completes its cycle within 50 days from adult from egg to the adult. Yeah, this is what I was talking about, the complete damage that is caused by Tuta. You can see that is my hand there. It is not, I didn't Photoshop that picture. I've got a farmer who I'm not going to name for security reasons, a farmer who apparently invited me to his farm and said, Rudo, look at this crop. Can I salvage this crop? My recommendation to the farmer, as much as I want sales, my boss was going to pat me at the back and say, Rudo, well done for increasing our sales. But I then said, no, I'm not going to do that. I actually recommend the farmer to plow down the crop because there's no way, even the strongest of chemicals that we have in Polachem, there's no resuscitation, there's no life at all on this crop. So I recommended the farmer to plow down the crop, just to pull it out and throw it away. This is how it looks like. Well, this is how the Tuta looks like. So you can see there, the larva is punching that fruit, and you can see a lot of those exit holes on that unripe fruit. This is how it appears on the fruit. But suffice to say that it moves the Tuta, then inotanga iri kumashizha. Kana mashizha apera, inobva icha migrate to the fruit. So that's the behavior of the Tuta. So kana ona yakufrutuka yatopedza nemashizha kudhara. Saka inoenda kuma soft shizha aya ari kutanga ari meristematic regions, are very soft to mine. So this is what it looks like on the fruit. This is basically the life cycle of Tuta. You got the adult, egg, larva, pupa. They have actually tried to put some indicative dates, how long it takes per stage, 3 to 8 days for eggs, larva, 9 to 30 days, pupa. The reason why I'm actually putting this, the biology and the bionomics of Tuta is so that we really understand at what stage do we need to bring our interventions, our control solutions. You need to understand the biology and the bionomics of Tuta first. The cycle Tuta, then you know with your intervention, where do I place my intervention? Where do I place my solution in relation to the stage. Pane ma-products anopinda pama-eggs, nemamwe anopinda pama-larva, nemamwe anopinda pa-pupa, nepa-adult. Saka tofana could then categorize all these chemicals according to the Tuta the growth stages. How do you control Tuta? Polachem is grounded on the following concepts: understanding of the biology and the bionomics of Tuta. It has actually helped us to design an effective and a sustainable integrated Tuta management program. I've talked about the biology of Tuta from egg in my days. Normally, generation, about 30 days. You see how I'm going to fit it in as far as my integrated Tuta management program. But just take note that it takes about 30 days for the Tuta to complete its life cycle. That's the general view. Then Polachem also is also based this Tuta management program on the product profile. It is very important for the farmer to understand the product profile. If you're talking about a product, I want to give an example of my product, Privathon. What do you know about Privathon? This is the trade name. What is the active ingredient of Privathon? It is chlorantraniliprol. How does it behave in terms of its target site? Where does it, what its location is found on the pest? How does it move in the system? That is product profiling. Saka target site is a broader kind of categorization in my insecticides. But then to be more specific, is Polachem we go specific to grouping. How then do you group my pesticides? You do not group say into different groups. We've got different groups. Group 5, group 6, and group 11. But I want to bring you to the issue my target site. I've heard a lot of agronomists no, we need to rotate our Tuta management products according to the targets. That is not good enough. It's wrong. Why? It's because if you find it, or if you're dealing with the nerve and muscle insecticides like your group 6 and of course group 5, yes, they are all targeting the nerve and the muscle, but it's different. We are not block at the side the sodium channels. We are not open up the sodium channels. As the same target site, and it are under the same target site, which is the nerve and the muscle. So it is very important then to go to be specific in your recommendation and advise farmers to use or to rotate chemicals according to the group. What is new at Polachem? This is the major reason why we are doing this training. I just want to introduce to farmers what we have. Chicha tinacho se Polachem Chinhoi system. Chinia tinoti Privathon. This is how it looks like. This is our Privathon, our new baby. It's available in a very convenient pack sizes. This is what we have new in the market. Right. This is a very important part that I want to share with farmers. The mode of action Privathon. Privathon 5EC, Irim Group 28. Anditika, yozoita zvakare, it's a diamide in terms of its class, chemical class. Zvainoita ndezvekuti it's xylem mobile, which means it is actually taken up the plant. There is what you call upward translocation of movement from the point of contact. Wakaspray pashizha, mtitika tutine mashizha 5. Wakashia pashizha rechi 3. Zvinoitika ndezvekuti Privathon inobva yapinda musystem yobva yasumuka kuenda kumamashizha kumberi. Handitika haidziki pasi. I just want you to I've actually illustrated here xylem phloem. If you can actually pick from my presentation. Xylem, xylem mobile, actually moving up from the point of contact up to the apical meristematic regions. Phloem, it's actually moving up and down, right? But now, the profile of Privathon is xylem mobile, the xylem mobility, which means upon spray, a point of contact, they move through the xylem bundles. So that's how it behaves, right? Therefore, what is very important to note ndezvekuti farmers normally no systemic, systemic. They normally I've heard a lot of inquiries from farmers no systemic. This is your product. We've answered your call as farmers, your plea as farmers to say, can you please bring on board any systemic Tuta side? We have Privaton for you there available at Polachem, which has got that systemic property movement in the silent system. I've answered you to say there was an inquiry to say, do you have a systemic product, a Tuta product? Yes, that is the answer. It is systemic with contact and injection properties. What do I mean? Because wakaspray to Privaton yako ichano yakanobata kaita contact ne Tuta inobva yatofa ndo zvinoreva kuti contact injection zvinoti kana yapinda musystem payaka, right, which means the leaf is going to be become poisoned. Saka ita poison, what is going to happen? Ichatanga kuchuwa apa katuta kedu kalava kasatanga kuchuwa kachidya kabva katodya poison. So that's what we mean by contact and injection. In system, a systemic, we've answered your question. We've addressed that problem, but now it kills by contact and injection. We need not to confuse the two. Systemicity, contact and injection. Systemicity is the broad to say, okay, the mode of action, how does it move in the plant system? Is it a contact or a systemic? But now in this case, we're saying it's systemic, it's also contact, and it also has some injection properties. I've actually said you can actually, it's in the group 28. It's very important in Polachem with group chemicals. If you see our label, it's in a group. It's grouped. It's an international code of standard. How do you apply your Privaton, soil drenching, egg planting? You can actually, before you plant, you drench your Privaton in the planting hole. It has got efficacy levels of up to 82%. This is an amazing product. You know, you're protected from a tutor for a period of up to 2 weeks without even in tutor. Most of the tutors coming from the seed, necessary seed. The guys are too mean to expand on tutor chemicals. So what they do, they actually try to shrink their budget. Ocean is all mama chemicals are repoked. Then you find you are actually importing. They are actually exporting issues to importers, farmers, matuta problems. So what is happening essentially is you're actually importing matuta problems. So what you need to address that, you need a soil drench in the form of Privaton. So there you are, you got Privaton, you are going to drench in your planting hole before you do your planting of tomatoes. It can also be fully applied during the vegetative growth. All you need to do is you add a suet, our superior suet, I'll talk about it later, to improve the efficacy levels to more than 85%. It is very important that farmers know there is no product which actually can kill the product up to 100%. Hakuna zvakadaro. Musanyeperu. 85, these are the real or practical efficacy levels. But what then happens now is if you spray Privaton in its own without a suet, it will give you probably about 82% or 80%. But then if you then add suet, which is the organosilicon, it's a super spreader, it will then increase the efficacy levels to about 95%. So there you are. That's how our Privaton behaves. It has got a very friendly and nice pH, which you can pre-harvest interval of 1 day. It's available in very convenient pack sizes of 200 mils at a very nominal price of $10 per 200 mils container. Rate yako is about 12.8 mils per 16 liters of water. Please note, do not go over, do not go under that prescribed rate. Over, because my father was in the row as lyrics and just said that would be a double. Please never do that. Why? Because it then calls for another research. From a scientist point, a research was done at that rate at 12.8 mils, and then it was found that the product was degraded after 1 day. Then if you then, if you were going to put probably an extra mil or an extra 2 mil on top of the recommended rate, then that calls for another research to be done. And of course, it will change the withdrawal period. That is very important, guys. The withdrawal period, please take note. It's a very important parameter. Farmers are spraying everything, and unfortunately, what they want to do is just get rid of Tuta, but inadvertently, the goose that is laying the golden egg, which I know my customers again. So please take note of the withdrawal period. I've seen farmers spraying oxamil in the 41 days. What was sprayer to Wi-Fi or sprayer out of the market, and that's it. So please, guys, we are poisoning our own clients, and we don't want to. Now that I've told you, now that you know, the burden of conscience lies with you going forward. What is the silhouette? Silhouette L73. This is a super spreader that we have at Polachem. It's unparalleled and uncomparable to what the competition. I mean, people have wetters and everything, but this is more than a wetter. It's a super spreader. It's up to 10 times more spreading. In a rain fastness period, yet 2 minutes or less. Can you rain fastness? Can open the spray and do nice what the sprayer? Is minutes mangani kat hours mangani how many hours or minutes should elapse before rain comes? About 2 minutes, even within 2 minutes, what the sprayer, your product will not be washed away. So that's how potent this product is. Please, I advise you to get hold of this silhouette. It's an amazing super wetter. The rate, what is the rate of our sewage? It's about 30 mils per 100 liters of water. It's available in 1 liter pack sizes at $33. Every insecticide, every fungicide you need to use sewage. Please, this is a premium grade that we are recommending farmers to use. Yeah, what is the second new at Polachem? What is the second new at Polachem? We had the first new, which is your Privathon, systemic in the abstract of it, systemic, gets in the system up the xylem vessel. It just got a 1-day pH high, available in convenient pack sizes 200 mils, and it's available at Polachem as we speak. What is the next new at Polachem? See next slide. We have a product which goes to Plio. This is an amazing product, my farmers. There's no one else has got. It's just we thrive on new chemistry, original patented chemistry. This is our new baby, another new baby that we have in the system, which is called Sumiplio. I will not belabor you with the composition, what is the name of the active ingredient, but just suffice to say that the group is unknown. It's not known. Internationally, it's unknown. It's a unique group. So it's in its own class. We don't have any other class like that in Zimbabwe, not even in Africa or in the world. You know, the Sumiplio. Sumiplio is from Japan. It's actually originating from Japan. Yeah, it's a contact insecticide, which means you need full cover spray. It has got excellent residual activity. It keeps longer. Controls first to third insta. You need about 9 mils per 16 liters of water. You add your silhouette, your super spreader, your pH high, amazing. 3 days, you eat. Available 1 liter at 175. Yeah, we have actually engaged the manufacturer, and I'm sure at some point we'll be having some convenient pack sizes there. For now we have it available in 1 liter pack sizes. There you are, just at the end of my. At Polachem, we also do quite we're broad spectrum in terms of our recommendations and crop spectrum. There we are. We got a beautiful mango tree. This is not photoshopped. It's from my homestead. I've got a mango tree there. I sprayed some good Polachem stuff. There you are. We've got some beautiful mangoes. This is a 3-year-old crop. The reason why I put this slide is advise or recommend farmers to diversify their operations. Please get into orchard production. That's your mango variety. There is called Kent. It's called Kent. It's an amazing. It's a Tomatkin. Sorry, It's an amazing variety. Please diversify your operations. And we are everywhere. We can actually help you how to manage your plantations as well. There we are, your Polachem team. We want to thank you very much for this short presentation. I think in our next training, we'll be talking about how you can position all the Polachem product, Tuta products in a kind of a relay approach, what we call a relay approach. How do you position all these products that we have, the mix of products that we have at Polachem, which are original in the integrated Tuta management program. From me, I thank you. I leave this time to questions and compliments. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Thanks very much, Rudo, for such a wonderful presentation. And farmers, we've opened the chat for any questions that you have. Please do send using the chat here on Zoom. And Rudo is ready to attend to those questions. And the first question that we have here, Rudo, is from Tino. Tino, who says, what is the best time or the best point to control Tuta?
Thank you very much, Tino, for such a good question. What I would say is the best time to control Tuta is pretty much maybe early, maybe at the egg phase. This is where you need to control your Tuta. We have, suffice to say that at Polachem we have other Cinemama products and no Batama eggs, akafana sana judge. Saka wakabata wakaspraya pa egg phase, you know, kuti Tuta chabuda maybe pachabuda zvirema because zvainoita ndezvekuti it's a juvenile hormone which actually deforms whatever progeny is going to come out of the eggs. Saka wakabata pa egg phase, it's amazing. Or most important, wakabata pa first as well, first insta, second insta, you get very good results. Per fourth insta is very difficult. There's only one product that we have at Polachem, but per fourth insta, it's Chinhoi. So do not allow the chemical or do not allow this thing or this bag to go to fourth insta because suffice to say, please, you can control it at egg phase, you can control it first insta to third insta, even fourth if you're using our Chinhoi. We also have some pheromone traps that can actually trap the adults to stop the multiplication.
Thanks, Rudo, for that one. Another question here comes from Kuda, who says, where is Polachem located, or can I buy the solutions from other places? And I don't know if you can provide the distribution places where the farmers can.
Okay, thank you very much. Polachem is located on number 100 Lighton Road. This is our warehouse. It's Lighton Road, Muchina Gurugare, just after Panema robots aripo, so Macrosanjanji, Muchipambari, Macrosanjanji, Pama Banks, by Macrosanjanji, Mumapinani Lighton Road. We are along that road, next to Total. You can see Polachem. We are together with the SKM there. You can actually see us there. We are also domiciled to Pomona, just opposite Barak Pakwari Baye. Another distributing point here. We are open there. My days are 3 holiday right now. Maybe 26, 27, 28. We are open to Pomona. So we've got 2 branches. And also, we also have another distribution point in Blawayo, Blawayo City Center. You can also find us there. And there will be suffice to say, maybe additionally, we can also have an arrangement. My arrangement could be Forex access, can even pa EcoCash, Totora Mario yo, Tono Badar Topisila pa overnight express.
It's a more convenient way. Thanks, Rudo, for taking that one. Then another question here comes from Keith. Keith says, I don't know, I think you touched on this before. It says, at how many weeks should I start using this product after planting?
ndambotaura kuti ndambotangisa during my presentation, one of the slides I got soil drenching. Unoisa soil drenching. You can actually put it before you plant, before you do your transplanting. So you can actually put it in the planting hole. It's transplanting. You can actually put it in transplanting as a soil drench because it's systemic. You know, my roots, Saka, you can also use it as a foliar. Saka, start by transplanting, you go. But what I would recommend, stick to our prescribed applications times. We normally say you do not exceed 4 sprays. You need to do it in blocks. So it is very important for you to observe that because we don't want to create resistance. Those which can market products and hazoshandi because of mono use more than 5 or more than 10 times. So we at Polachem, we don't advise farmers to do that.
All right. In fact, there's a question here on that one. It's from Kuda. It says, do I still have to use other chemicals to prevent tuta or to avoid resistance, or just this chemical, the Polachem solutions are good enough on their own?
Right. Thank you very much for the good question. I just want to start by let me answer your question indirectly. Before you get into, I want you to understand the difference between generic and non-generic. At Polachem, our strength is on non-generic. What do I mean by that? My products are patented. You cannot find them anywhere else. We are competitors as much as we are distributors of Bayer, Syngenta. We're also competitors with Bayer, Syngenta, because we've got our own principal suppliers from United States and Japan, and of course, United Kingdom. Saka, it's just to name a patented products. What is secret about our product is the active ingredient, the innate material. Do you know, Shanda, is the one material that actually potentiates the active ingredients to work. So it's hidden. We don't disclose to anybody. So this is where our secret is as far as our chemistry is concerned. Normally, then we come and provide solutions. Right, coming to your question, to answer your question is, we have got a plethora of products that we have around that can help our farmers to control tuta effectively. At Polachem, we have come with a concept which is called give rest to the farmer. Farmers are spraying every day. At Polachem, we don't advise you to spray every day. We have actually blocked our spraying program into what we call classes or windows, where our assumption is one generation of tuta runs up to 30 days. Then you get to a second generation. So within the 30 days, you need to use one chemistry back to back. Spray nasi Privaton yako spray after 7 days, and you have to back to back here. So now, will you not use Privaton for the next 60 days? Right. So after what back to back your back to back your Privaton, you then come with Sumiplio, a different group altogether. So, like I said, in the next training, probably we're talking about how best can. So maybe to further answer your question as well, we have got the whole integrated approach, integrated spraying program for tuta. Exclusively Polachem the best.
All right. Thanks, Rudo. And another question is, how many liters do you need to spray per hectare?
For Privathon, you're talking about 800 mils per hectare. That's the amount you need for Privathon. About 800 mils per hectare. Then your Sumiplio, you're talking about 250 mils per hectare. 250 mils per hectare.
All right. Thank you. Then answer here says, you offer field service guidance from planting to harvesting if we are using your products?
True, correct. We offer what we call technical backstopping services, where when you buy our products, we follow up or just to get a feedback and also maybe to engage the farmer throughout. At times, I want to be honest with you, we are overwhelmed. I think some farmers can testify to that. I'm overwhelmed to such an extent that maybe it takes time for me to, but I would recommend farmers to be patient with us. And also maybe if it's really urgent, call. Definitely will answer the call. So we offer the technical services or technical advisory service across the country everywhere, anyway in Zimbabwe or even outside the country. I've been in Botswana. I was in Botswana for the last 2 weeks. There's one of our farmers who's actually using our products in Botswana. So yeah, I was out there to help him as well. So this is how far we can go as Polachem.
All right. Thanks, Rudo. Then another question is it's from Keith again. It says, do we get a spraying program if we buy your product?
Sorry, can you come again?
They're asking if there is any spray program for certain crops. That is, if they are buying your program, your products.
Correct.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, correct. We have a very comprehensive, what I didn't cover much in this presentation. The major objective probably of this training was to introduce what we have what's new at Polachem. But suffice to say that you can visit us and get more information. We got comprehensive, I mean, very comprehensive and self-explanatory notes that will guide you through Tuta management program. As the farmers have used our programs, and I tell you, we have saved a lot. We are saying we look expensive by the look of it, but I'll tell you, if you use our products, you actually get the benefit, the value out of them.
Sure, thank you. Then another question is, if we come to buy from a shop, can we have a 10-minute walkthrough explanation of your products?
Absolutely. We are open to everybody. Like I said, Polachem initially was probably exclusively for the large scale commercial farmers. But through our management, Steve, Stuart, and Martin, they actually proposed that we reach out to small scale farmers. So we are decanting our pack sizes from the big ones, 20 liters, to about a liter to about 500. It's a process. But suffice to say that it's work in progress, and we are actually getting to it. If you come to our warehouse, we are very open. We can walk you through our warehouse. We have maybe a personal kind of a conversation together, and maybe go through our programs together. You get to see our products physically. We've got some very experienced sales guys, Ray Young, Mike Turner, Sean Hook, and Asher. Very, very experienced. Martin Cook, very, very, very experienced commercial agronomists who have been around for almost 30 years. I also tapped into them. I mean, I'm also a product of these guys.
Sure. Thanks, Rudo. Then another one here is saying, thanks so much, Rudo, for such a wonderful presentation. Tuta had a big problem last year with Tuta. I'm going to try Polachem this season. So it's a comment there for you.
Thank you. Thank you. You can hear the number of calls that I'm receiving. You know, it's like
sure, certainly,
that's how busy every day from morning to evening.
Actually, someone is asking for your number here. I don't know if you can share your contact as well.
Oh, thank you very much. I am on 073. This is the telephone line. 073 62 57 222. That's my WhatsApp number. It's also my call number. You can also get hold of me on 0774 233 212. That's me. That's my call number.
All right. Thanks, Rudo, for that one. I see a lot of comments, a lot of questions that are coming through, and I would encourage farmers to make use of your direct line to more information. To farmers, if you want a recording of this presentation, please do type in your email address in the chat section so that we'll email you the presentation once it's ready. So I think you can just type in there your email address. Then marks the end of our training. And thanks so much to Rudo Chinhoi for such a great presentation, and for Polachem, to Polachem for sponsoring this training and for making it happen. And also thank you to you farmers for your participation. And we hope to see you next time. Any parting shots, Rudo, before we end the meeting?
Thank you very much, Raring. Thank you very much, farmers, for giving us, Polachem, the opportunity to make a lot of noise to you. We keep on making a lot of noise to you because we want you to farm right. At Polachem, we're not driven by money. I want to be honest with you. We want results. And this is the reason why we deal so much on the benefits that you actually get from our products. It's not about the money. I've always, I'm a quality person. For me, quality is commensurate with price. If you want quantity, then you go for, well, it's something else. Quantity and price versus price. But I want to thank you very much, farmers. Come to us. We are very friendly people, people who are keen to help you. We are prepared to go an extra mile to help you, farmers. We are prepared to use our fuel, our airtime, just to make sure that you get the correct information.
There you have it, farmers. So for your protection solutions, Polachem is your plug. Until next time, my name is Rawlings. Keep well.